what did I find? Oh, there's something there. I'm sure there's something there. Oh, silly me, it's just a tree. Sorry, so dark I couldn't make out what it was. God damn it, Ernest! Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to Layton's Mystery Journey. So, what do I get? What do I start with first? So apparently, I can buy outfits and also change what outfit Kat is wearing. So, there's that. I can change freely between her dresses, and in addition to that, I can buy new things. They're expensive as hell. I doubt I'm going to be able to buy any of them. But there are 4 pages, but there are, well, 3.5. But still, there are 3.5 pages worth of these. Each of her, oddly enough, each of her costumes are only 3. So, they're not too terribly expensive. The problem is with Cheryl, who also has his own costumes, and they're 15 each. So I doubt I'm going to be buying them all anytime soon. I'm going to save up my money. I'm not going to work on that right now. We got more missions that we need to do. The White residence home to one of the dragons is plagued by supernatural scares. Kat investigates. There's 4. There's 4 more missions that I have to do. I'm gonna start with case 5 because I want to go in order. I don't know how many are left. Investigate this case. Yes, let's go investigate a case. Let's go and solve a mystery. Well, that's very odd. We're in the right area, aren't we? This is where Miss White said she lived, isn't it? Yes, according to the map, her house should be around here somewhere, but I don't see a mansion fitting the description nearby. Liza Wight is one of the 7 dragons, isn't she? That's right. So she's sure to have a very luxurious home now. Where could she be? Remind me again why she asked us out here in the middle of the night. She simply told us that we had a mystery that needs help unraveling. So she specifically asked us to come at night, but she wouldn't elaborate any further. Perhaps she's very busy during the day. What is it, Kat? That suspicious-looking person over there. Do you see her? Oh, great. It's that Emiliana Perfetti from Scotland Yard. The perfect storm. So it is. Well, I wonder what she's doing out here at this time of evening. Let's go and say hello. It would be rude to ignore her. Hello! Good evening, Emiliana. Ah, go where? It's you. You shouldn't sneak up on people. Sun shocks to the system are very bad for the skin, you know. Me thinks you're a little bit jumpy. Sorry, we weren't trying to surprise you. So, what are you doing in this district at this time of night? Work, of course. I was asked to pay a visit to a rather prestigious lady's residence. You were? Well, that's why we're here. You're here on business too? Yes, we're just on our way to Liza Wight's house. You've heard of her. I presume she's one of the 7 dragons. That's where I'm going too. This is very strange. She told me she has a mystery that she needs help to solve. Alright, so Emiliana and Katrielle are going to be working together, I think. That's exciting. That's right. Well, I wonder what this mystery is. It's mysterious already. Yeah, the fact that she needs 2 investigators to help is clearly going to be something serious. Clearly it's something very troubling. After all, she has the best analyst in Scotland Yard and apparently a schoolgirl detective as well. Yeah, she has 2 of the best detectives in town. So, obviously, it's something serious. I'm a real detective, Emiliana. Well, anyway, you might actually be able to be of some use. I can't find a residence. Can you help? Ah, we're in the same boat, it seems. We were just looking for it, too. It should be just here, according to the map. Well, in that case, we'll just have to ask a passerby. Ah, she's been added to our party. Excuse me, I'm wondering if you could help us. Oh, what's the matter, dear? I'll gladly help if I can, of course. Could you tell us where to find Miss Liza Wight's residence? Well, the White House, you say? Brr. Is she having a stroke? Okay, that's a dark turn I wasn't expecting to see, but, maybe. Oh dear, you see, well, the White House is, well, people tell awful tales about that place. Interesting. What kind of tales? Oh no, I really shouldn't be gossiping, should I? Ha ha ha. If you want to know the way, all you need to do is follow that street over there. When you reach the spot where the streetlights run out, you've arrived. It's very dark, so mind your fall over there. Thank you very much. We'll be careful. Oh, that's my pleasure. I must say, though, venturing to the White House, you're very brave. I'm already concerned. Aren't you concerned by what the old woman just said? I am! I don't know if Katrielle is, but... Concerned? What do you mean? She said people tell awful tales about Miss White's house. Well, we don't know if the tales are true, do we? Unless we go and find out for ourselves, of course. That's a good stance to be taking. So let's hurry up, Emiliana. Don't leave me behind! Wait! Alright. Can I... Alright, if you move over this marker and press the A button, the screen will switch to another map. You can move to different locations on other maps as long as there is an orange marker. Okay, that's good to know. It works in exactly the same way as usual. Select the marker by pressing A, then press A a second time to select the move to actually go to that location. So let's move to another map. I see. Oh, it's a similar map to what we saw last time. I figured it's the same neighborhood. They are wealthy after all. Oh. I see the problem. The White residence. The White family house where Liza now lives alone with her, only with her butler. Yeah, that's a spooky place if I've ever seen it. This must be the place, I presume. Are you sure? I mean, you haven't made a mistake. It looks, well and truly like a magnificent haunted house. That's a... Okay, glad we're getting that out in the open. It looks like a haunted house. Eee! Alright. Case 5, ghost busted. Alright. Katrielle, you don't have to actually say it. Alright, I already know what I'm going to be calling the episode now. Are you perhaps scared of ghosts, Emiliana? I figured that much. Well, yes I am. Does that make me a bad person? No. It's reasonable to be afraid of things you don't understand. That's one of the 3 major fears. It's like fear of the natural, fear of the supernatural, and fear of the unknown. That's the 3 major camps of fear. No, it's just interesting to see a different side of you, that's all. You're usually so cool and collected. Fear is a vital survival instinct, you know. Someone like you who doesn't understand fear wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes in the wild. She's got a point! She's got a very good point! Well, luckily for me, I'm not planning on trips to outer Mongolia. What are you 2 yapping about? Please, ladies, that's not a fight. Shall we go in now that we found the place? Oh yes, of course, the mystery. Keep your mind on the job, Cat. Miss White, hello, it's Katrielle Layton from the Layton Detective Agency. No answer. Perhaps she's gone out? Surely it's simply that the house is so large she can't hear you from wherever she is inside. Alora, how about knocking on the door? Yes, let's do that. Hello, Miss White? It is rather peculiar. There's no sign of anyone being in. It's starting to feel like a horror film. Haha, things get interesting now. Interesting? You have a warped personality, Katrielle Layton. Alright. Fair enough. Let's see. The door appears to be unlocked. Shall we go in? No, that really would be like a horror film. A lost party of youths in the woods who stumble across a terrifying haunted house in the middle of the night and foolishly venture inside. Yes, it's textbook. Thank you, Ernest. What I can never understand about films like that is why they go inside in the first place. It makes no sense. Curiosity, really. They're curious about why nobody's home and why the house is abandoned, so they pop their head inside and say hello, and then they all wind up dying to the ghost. Well, you could wait out here on your own if you like. Laura, let's go in. What a scaredy cat. Yeah. Don't worry, there are lights on inside. Look. Yes, well, I'm here on police business after all. I must be professional. This is unusual. Alright, let's go inside. This is spoopy. Hello, is anybody home? No, there's nobody here. We'll have to go. But there are lights on, and the place doesn't feel empty. So there is nobody at home, perhaps. Perhaps this really is a haunted house. Katrielle, stop it! I think Kat is just screwing with Emiliana at this point. I'm pretty sure. Haha, I'm only pulling... Yeah, I was right! Okay! Alright, Katrielle's just being a dick then. Alright, that's fair. Careful, Kat. Oh, she'll run off screaming down the street like a little girl. Yeah. I find it hard to believe that there's nobody at home. Miss Wight asked both of us to come around this time. Wait. What? What is it? I thought I heard something. What did you hear? What was it? Was it a... Good evening and welcome. Well? Ah! Yeah, I would imagine that. That is a face only a mother could love. And he has 2 dads. Alright. How unexpected visitors. It's a ghost! It's not a ghost. It's a butler, I'm pretty sure. It's just a really old man. It's most unforgivable of me not to have noticed your arrival and greeted you in the proper fashion. I apologize. Welcome to the right residence. I am the White's butler, Wooster. Wooster? Did he say butler or scary old man? I didn't catch it. Both. Hello, Mr. Wooster. I'm Katrielle Layton, and this is... Oh, yes, Emiliana Perfetti, Scotland Yard. Hello. Miss Wight asked us to come here because she has a mystery she wants help solving. Very good, ma'am. I am sure Miss Wight would love to give you the details personally. Miss Wight is the head of the household, I believe. Indeed, ma'am. Mr. and Lady Wight regrettably passed away in an unfortunate accident. Miss Wight was their only child. The young Miss Wight is disinclined to venture outside the residence. She is of a solitary disposition. Really? What does she do to entertain herself all alone in this large house, I wonder? Since infancy, Miss Wight has been most adept at crafts and handiwork, ma'am. She maintains a full schedule of such activities. I see. And could you tell us where we might find Miss Wight now, please, Wooster? Of course, ma'am. Kindly proceed directly up the staircase. Miss Wight is expecting you. Okay, thank you, Wooster. I don't know why I settled on that voice. Maybe because I want him to feel like he is a ghost. Upstairs from the ground floor of the White residence. Hello? Oh, you've come. At last, a normal room with a normal person in it. That would appear to be Miss Wight. Let's find out what all this is about. Hello, Miss Wight. How you doing? Miss Layton, look, there's a puzzle. Oh, God, what did I do? Oh, well, stump her, not spook. Then, in the spirit of puzzle solving, I'll unstump it without delay. Why did I do this? Ghosts and Gifts 2. Hello, boys! Desperate to win a toy at the fairground, so he's trying his hand at a game involving ghosts and gifts. You have to line up all the gifts horizontally, vertically, or diagonally to win. But if you accidentally make a line of ghosts while you're shuffling things around, you lose. Fuck. This is... That was almost immediate. Fuck! Why? Fuck! Why? That's just a bad idea. Okay, one of them's safe there. Alright, this isn't gonna make a line, is it? No. Okay, we're safe and sound. That will make a line, so I need to... Oh, I'm in a bad place. Oh, wait, I solved it. There we go! That was easy.
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
Okay, that solves it. You did! The boy's chuffed to bits that the toy plane you just helped him to win. Alright, well, we solved the puzzle. Alright. We solved 24 puzzles. I had a decor docket. Oh, there, disappearing puff of smoke that I've solved it. I say, puzzles are rather like ghosts in a way, aren't they? It's almost as if you have to solve them to let them rest in peace. That's a disturbing thought. Thank you, Ernest. I found... Oh. Oriental ornament. Alright. Alright, let's talk to the lady we came to see. Hello, Miss White. I'm Katrielle Layton from the Layton Detective Agency. Hello, Katrielle. Thank you for coming. So, I presume are from Scotland Yard? Yes, I'm Emiliana Perfetti. If we could get straight down to business, please. Do you have some problem here at your home, Miss White? Oh, please, call me Liza. Okay. Yes, I've consulted so many people already, but no one seems to be able to solve my problem. Then the other day, Madame Deblay mentioned a lovely young detective woman she knew. I see, so she recommended me? How kind of her. Alright, that makes sense. They are neighbors, after all. Yes, and I also heard there was an extremely competent analyst at Scotland Yard, so... Well, I thought perhaps one of you might be able to help, so I decided to invite you both here to explain. Well, we've certainly do our best, I'm sure. Could you tell us what the problem is then, please, Liza? Yes, of course, but if you don't mind, I'd rather like you to solve this puzzle first. I don't want to waste your time, you see. If you can't manage this, I'm sure the ghost will prove too much for you. Ghosts? Well, that's a hell of a coinkydink. Okay. Some cheeky ghosts want to play with you. It's a game where you have to listen to what they all say and figure out who's lying. It seems there will be a maximum of 2 of them who are not telling the truth. Select the ghost faces to hear what they have to say and work out which of them is lying, which one isn't. Alright. I can do that. That's easy enough. There are no liars among us. You are automatically lying because I know at least 2 of them are lying. I'm the only one who's lying. There are 2 liars among us. Okay. Not everyone is lying, you know. A and B? I'm the only one who's lying. And there are no liars among us. I'm pretty sure it's these 2.
I've how to solve this now.
Yeah, that was easy.
Puzzles are made for solving.
Alright, thank you for the picarots. You did it. A and B were lying. They really enjoyed that game. Looks like they're not done playing yet. That's interesting. Okay, 56. Well, Liza, did we pass muster? I solved your below puzzle. Wonderful, yes. I feel sure I'm talking to the right people now. See, it's about the worrying, well, blood-curdling, really, events that have been taking place here. But blood-curdling? I don't know if you'll believe me when I tell you this, but we have ghosts. Got ghosts? Who you gonna call? Katrielle, Layton! I don't know. I knew it. Okay, fine. It's haunted. Yes, and not just a few either. The whole house is crawling with them. That's amazing. So this really is a genuine haunted house. What are you so excited about, Katrielle? I'm afraid I have no idea why the ghosts have chosen to visit. Perhaps they've departed souls with a grudge against my family? Or perhaps the house is built on some significant site? Or some other reason entirely? I just don't know. Whatever the reason, the ghosts are here and their malice is directed at me. Do you mean the ghosts are scaring you? They're intimidating you? And this happens on a daily basis? That's right. Various supernatural phenomena have been taking place. I'm so scared I don't know what to do. I've consulted so many people already. I had construction workers and surveyors here trying to determine if what was happening is really the work of ghosts. I asked the police to investigate in case it's criminal activity that's behind it. When none of those avenues bore fruit, I even had a famous spiritual medium and a shaman here trying to help. But no one has been able to stop these mysterious happenings at all. I see, so you've really been at your wit's end, but then you heard about us. I really don't think it's a profiler that you need, Miss White. I'm not at all sure that we can be any assistance about ghosts. Of course we can. Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency motto. How could you possibly claim that? Well, so far, every mystery we've had has been solved. So, does that mean you'll take the case, Miss Layton? And you, Miss Perfetti? Katrielle, definitely. Emiliana, though, might be a little hesitant. Just a moment. I really don't... Of course we will. Whatever's going on here, be it ghosts or guinea pigs, we're here to get to the truth of it. I haven't agreed to anything yet. Are you too late? Thank you so much. Oh, that's such a relief. Wait, what? Profiling ghosts. This really isn't in my job description, Katrielle. Yeah, well, time to add it to the resume, I guess. But Liza is clearly extremely worried. We must do our best for her, don't you think? Oh, I say, you are so generous of heart, miss. I do agree. It's our duty to help people who are in trouble. No self-respecting English gentlewoman could turn their back on a person in need. Well, I have Italian blood. That being, I don't like to be manipulated like this, but as you say, we have a duty to care to the community. So, shall we start by investigating the house? No, I think we should start by questioning all the relevant parties. We need more information about what exactly is happening here. I certainly don't disagree. Alora will accompany you. Oh, really? But in the Southlight Theater case, you were determined to operate independently. There may be vital evidence or hints that you overlook without me there to point them out. Sure, it's got nothing to do with you not wanting to be alone in here, has it, scaredy cat? Your dog is a very disconcerting bark, Katrielle. Come along then, let's get started. I think it's clear who the best source of information about the goings-on in this house will be. Yeah, the butler. Wooster! Gosh, ghosts. It's rather scary, isn't it? Gosh, ghosts. It's scary you believe in that rubbish, Ernest. Well, okay then. Apparently Shirl does not believe in ghosts. I do definitely believe there are some things that can't be explained, definitely. I'm not entirely sure if it's ghosts, but I do like a good ghost story every now and then. Fun fact! My town is actually haunted. I kid you not. Sometimes in the middle of the night, there's just this ghost that'll just wander through town. Because my town is an old mining town. So there's just this ghost. There's just this old ghost of one of the miners that will just randomly wander through town with all of his equipment in a cart, and just push it through town. It's freaky, but it is actually a thing. And also, somewhat next door to me, maybe, is also another ghost that haunts the NJ Barn Grill. It's a grill near where my house is. It may or may not be haunted. It was on Ghost Hunters, and Ghost Hunters is known for doing some shady stuff. So it's entirely possible they weren't haunted, but probably. So yeah, my town is lousy with ghosts. That's just something I thought I would share with you guys. You mean you don't, Cheryl? Of course not. It's just all has to be some big misunderstanding. Probably. But then again, you never know if you don't investigate. May I... Ah! Well, this guy's definitely freaking enough to be a ghost. He looks half dead already. Oh! It would appear that I startled you, sir. My apologies. Yeah, and you should apologize to Ernest, too. The poor pup nearly jumped out of his skin. What an exceptional canine you keep, ma'am. One discerns an almost intelligent tone of a bark. Thank you, Wooster. In fact, we were hoping to speak with you again about what's been happening here in the house. Indeed, ma'am. It's to be understood that you have accepted Miss White's request, then. Very good. I shall endeavor to answer any questions you care to ask about. Liza tells us that you've been experiencing a lot of ghostly visitations recently. Is that right? That is correct, ma'am. Phenomena of the supernatural are to be observed here with some regularity, since the late Mr. White passed away, that is. It is my understanding that the rather unfortunate moniker of the 6 White House horrors have been adopted by local residents. That is unfortunate. The 6 White House hauntings has a more mysterious ring to it, don't you think? Great idea, Cat. Mock the terrifying butler. Tell me, Wooster, have you witnessed any of these strange happenings yourself? Indeed, sir. I have seen the ghost of which Miss White speaks. A most spine-chilling experience. It was the first of the 6 occurrences, an incident that has come to be referred to as the ghost of the garden. Tell us more. Very good, ma'am. One evening, I was performing my usual duties, patrolling the ground that surround the property. As I was walking through the garden, I heard a peculiar noise, somewhat like a muffled voice. Compelled to investigate, I approached the source of the sound. To my surprise, I observed a great number of ghostly forms in one corner of the garden, jostling and writhing together. I say, discombobulated, I nevertheless had the presence of mind to retire before the apparitions came aware of my presence. Regrettably, however, I stumbled upon a small shrub and was bound to exclaim, unsurprisingly, the ghosts heard my outcry. They turned to face me, and with a great malice in their eyes, made an utterance thusly. Whoa. Ah! Oh! That is the tale of the ghost in the garden, ma'am. And he vanishes without trace. Brr, that butler is too creepy for words. Could you hear what he was saying, Emiliana? You were standing a long way back. Yeah, I would imagine she's a bit of a scaredy cat. She would kind of tread a big circle around anything spoopy. And that would include creepy butlers that look like they're zombies. Of course I would. Now tell me, how exactly are I didn't read the rest of that. By asking people. Can I... That's... Okay. It sounds like this wonderfully haunted house is something to a local attraction. Laura, we can leave? I agree it would be a good idea to find some witnesses who don't actually live here if we can. Alright then, let's go back onto the street and see who's around. Wooster. Alright, let's move to the outside of the house and see if we can find the garden ghost. Brr, this house is still giving me the creeps. It's funny, I would never have said you were the type to believe in ghosts, Emiliana. A good profiler must always interpret data with an open mind. Allowing your personal beliefs that ghosts cannot possibly exist to cloud your judgment is an elementary and fatal mistake. Oh, I thought you were just scared. What did you say? Well, he's not wrong. Yes, I mean, no, sorry, nothing. So, shall we find some people to question? Oh, this guy. This would be approximately where Wooster said he saw the ghost in the garden, I think. Nothing to wag your tail about here, is there? I think we should focus on gathering all the witness reports first. We need to find out exactly what the 6 White House horrors are. Oh, what about you? Hello, Miss, let me see. Ah, yes, Miss Layton and Emiliana, good evening. What are you doing here, DC Booker? According to my notes, the owner of this house, yes, here it is. Miss White has asked Scotland Yard for help. She's been the target of some rather grisly supernatural going-ons, and wonders if, yes, she wonders if we could be the work of pranksters. We're, investigating. Liza did tell us she's enlisted the help of the police already, didn't she? So, Detective Constable, how is the investigation going? The details are all here, somewhere. Inspector Hastings was on the case, but he was called away unexpectedly. Really? I wonder what for. He asked me to, let me see. Ah, yes, to take over the investigation. So I'm taking over the investigation. Alright. Have you learned anything useful at all? My notes do, say, ah, yes, here. No, we haven't discovered anything that could explain the happenings. However, well, I did spot a rather suspicious-looking shadow at the windows before. And is it your job to look out for suspicious-looking things, Constable? Ah, yes, miss. I'm sure I noted down in my observations here somewhere. Here we are. I was investigating the grounds of the house by myself late one evening. Something made me look up for some reason. I saw a shady-looking shadow at one of the mansion's windows. All shadows are shady, Constable, but surely it was just somebody standing at the window, wasn't it? Oh yes, it was much bigger than a person, though. And then just disappeared. Poof, like that. Well, that certainly sounds like a supernatural phenomenon. After asking some local residents, I discovered it's been seen before. People around here call it the Wraith in the Window. I'm afraid that's, let me just check. Yeah, that's all I know. The Wraith at the Window. Presumably that counts as another of the 6 mysterious happenings. Yes, I think so too, Ernest. Well then, that's one more off the list. Alright. How's my investigation pieces going? I can go into my journal, right? I forgot. I can go back and check all my cases. Alright. Case files. Oh, it's just a ghost. Alright. Well, that's an easy solution. I need to find all 6, and I figured it would be a ghost. What is this? Oh, a hint coin! I needed more of those. Alright, what else? Let's move over to another map. Over here. And see if we can find any more information. Well, we got one. What did I find? Oh, there's something there. I'm sure there's something there. Oh, silly me, it's just a tree. Sorry, so dark I couldn't make out what it was. God damn it, Ernest! What about you? Dear me, there you are. I have been ever so worried about you, I presume you know all about the strange occurrences at the White House residence? Oh, yes, I do. I do make it my business to. Of course, I didn't want to say anything before because I didn't want to scare you. But people say that the house is haunted. That's been cursed for these past years. That makes it sound like it's a relatively recent thing. Well, all the rumors started after old Mr. White passed away, you see. I heard it from a friend, first of all, and she heard it from one of her friends. A friend of a friend. I heard hardly the most convincing of sources, but continue. Well, she was invited by Miss White apparently. Very late at night it was. She was shown into the living room and was just waiting for Miss White when a puppet that was on display in there started moving on its own. No one was touching it or holding it or anything. It just moved. And then, just when she thought it was over, the accursed thing's eyes shut open and it started to cackle. Cackle, would you believe? Oh, no. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. Okay, that's fair. I'm sure you don't. Well, my friend's friend was obviously quite beside herself. She didn't bother making her excuses. She just fled. Fled right out of the house, she did. Oh, it's a chilling tale, isn't it? It's one of the so-called 6 White House horrors, The possessed puppet, people call it. You've been very helpful, thank you. Terrifying, but helpful. Oh, well, I don't like to gossip, but if it helps, do take care if you're visiting the place again, won't you? I sure to think what you might find in there. So the possessed puppet, that's another tale under our belts. There seem to be something of an urban legend around here. Let's keep looking and see if we can find out what the others are. And if there aren't very many people around at this hour to ask, are there? Yeah, it's the middle of the night. I wouldn't expect many people would be out and about at this hour. No, it's rather different from what we came to this area before during the day. There were a lot of people around then, weren't there? Yeah, it's very empty. Oh yes, that's what we're visiting Madame de Blaise residence, isn't it? It's not far from here, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, miss. I wonder how Rex is getting along. Rex? Who's Rex? Oh, I'm sorry, Emiliana. Rex is Madame de Blaise's pet iguana. Iguana? What a strange pet to have. Actually, Liza said it was Madame de Blaise who recommended me to her, didn't she? I think that calls for a visit. We must go and thank her at once. This is hardly the time for making social calls, Katrielle. Alright then, let's make it a business call. We'll ask some questions while we're there. She may well know something about the 6 White House horrors, mightn't she? I suppose it makes some sense. Good, it's a plan. Let's pay her a visit at once. Okay. Alright, let's go! Let's go pop in for a quick hello. Quick chat. This is Madame de Blaise's house? What an impressive villa. It is, isn't it? It's massive. Shall we go in then? Not yet. Let's ask some questions to some people on the street first. Good idea. Somebody might be able to tell us something useful about the White residence. Oh, there's quite a few people here. Even the little side gate appears to be locked and bolted securely. There's still a hole on the bottom of this gate, and I still can't fit through. Let's treat from me, Pinstripes. The dog! I say, isn't that Cheryl's pal over there? That yappy dog we met on the hunt for Rex? You're right, Pinstripes. Looks like this is his territory too. Well, in that case, he's bound to know Lisa's house. Go and ask him, Cheryl. See if he's heard of the 6 White House horrors. Go on, boy. Go on! Alright. Stop hounding me. I'll go and bark hello and slip into the conversation while I can. Hi there, Hound. Didn't expect to see you around here. Oh, it's you, Hound. Still got your muzzle to the grindstone with that old sleuthing work, eh? Oh, it's not so bad. Anyway, I was just wondering, do you know the White House that's near here? You mean the really glooming looking place? I know it well. Ever seen anything weird there? Like maybe a ghost? Wow, what have they got you on investigating now? I feel for you, Hound. I feel for you. So, ghosts, eh? Well, have you ever heard the tale of the sealed cellar? No, that's a new one to me. What's the story? They said that the old house is a cellar, and sometimes ghosts show up there. Is that the kind of lowdown you were looking for, Hound? Yeah, thanks. I owe you a treat. So, according to my sources on the street, apparently there's a tale about the cellar in the White residence. The sealed cellar, he called it. The sealed cellar? That sounds like another of the 6 tales. Goodbye. Good boy, Cheryl. Golly, a cellar with ghosts? I don't like the sound of that. There must be something dangerous in down there. Excuse me, what are you trying to keep from me? I hear you all muttering, you know. We've just learned about another one of the 6 White House horrors. The sealed cellar, apparently. Where did you hear that? Who told you? I'm afraid I can't divulge that information, Emiliana. It's sort of a trade secret, you see. Fabian. Obviously, you private detectives have sources we legitimate lawkeepers wouldn't consider using. When you're as famous a detective as I am, you find some unique leads. No, not dog leads. I mean, proper investigation. Dog leads? What are you talking about, Katrielle? Exactly as it sounds! Never mind, let's just try to find out about the rest of those White House horrors, shall we? But you got a puzzle. Hehehe, the night is ripe. Ripe for puzzle solving, am I right? If the puzzle is interesting enough, I'll happily solve it any time. Hehehe, yes, I'm sure you would. You obviously have had puzzles under your skin already. Well, it's your lucky night. Is this a mandatory puzzle? Let's see. A group of monsters have appeared. Defeat all the monsters and level up all 3 of the heroes to level 5. They each need a different different number of experience points to level up. Blue on the left needs 5, yellow in the middle needs 10, and red on the right needs 15. Hmm. Oh, I get it. Oh. I get it. 5. I need to kill enough monsters to level him up. To level them all up. Alright, well, 5, 10, 15, 20. So I need to kill 20 at the very least for this guy. Alright, that works. For this guy, I need 10. And then she needs 15. That's not it. Okay. Needs 10. That's level 3. That's not enough. That's too much. That's also too much. Okay, that's perfect. They all need to be level 5. No, that's too much. Alright, let's see. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Submit.
This is an interesting one. And that's how it's done.
That was easy. It took me a couple minutes, but I figured it out. You did. The monsters have all been defeated and the heroes have all leveled up. Now they're all at level 5. The best level to be. At least for that point in the game. Alright, thank you. I've recorded a recipe, apparently. Well, that was as satisfying as it promised to be. Of course, I always enjoy a good puzzle. Yes, you do. And I have more puzzles for you when the time is right. Thank you. A beautiful puzzle has a beautiful solution, and a beautiful mind like yours surely understands. Okay, he doesn't have any more information for me. He's just muttering to himself. Oh, hello, miss. Good evening. Is Madame Dublé at home? Of course, miss. Madame Manresque are both here. They'll be delighted to see you, I'm sure. Just before that, we'd like to try and find out about the 6 White House horrors. Do you perhaps know anything about them? Oh, yes, only too well. There's a story people call the Morbid Mirror from the White's place, you know. Morbid Mirror? That's right, miss. They say it's in the cellar beneath the property. There's an old mirror, and when you look at it, you see an ugly, twisted face. Huh. Probably, just to be clear, we're not talking about someone who has an ugly twisted face looking in the mirror, are we? Oh no, miss. It's not your own reflection you see. It's someone else's. Obviously, it's just a story. I don't know if there's any truth to it. Well, that's very similar to the sealed cellar we've heard about. Anyway, I'm sure Madame Deblay wouldn't like me to keep you away. Sorry, of course. We'd like to ask Madame Deblay some questions too. Thank you. Inside! Alright, well that's another piece of the puzzle. It seems that the sealed cellar and the mirror one are the same, or the similar. Or at the very least the same one, maybe. Possibly. Oh! Look, miss, all the cat paraphernalia has been replaced with iguana trinkets and ornaments. Yeah, it looks completely different. It took me a minute. Yeah, it actually looks like an iguana lives here now. Ma'am wasn't exaggerating in her letter, was she? Where does she even get this much iguana stuff? She's rich! She can go wherever she wants, buy whatever she wants, and set it up wherever she wants. That's what happens when you have a lot of money. You can basically do anything. I suppose a lady of Madame Deblay's standing and wealth can lay her hands on whatever she likes. Exactly my point, Ernest. Thank you. Well, let's not allow this Iguanatopia to extract us from our mission. To ask Madame about the White House horrors. Hello! Good evening, Madam. I'm sorry to drop in on you unannounced like this. Katrielle, darling! Oh, I'm delighted to see you. And so is Rexy Wexy, of course. Just look at him. No response. Is that a delighted iguana, Emiliana? I'm a profiler and analyst of human behavior, Katrielle. Iguanas are not my thing. Fair enough! Oh, I believe we've met before, haven't we? Yes, it was at the Savoy, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, yes, and thank you again for your cooperation in that case. Not at all. Now tell me, what brings you here today? Another case? Actually, we're investigating the so-called 6 White House horrors for Liza Wight. Oh yes, of course, it was I who gave Lisa your details, you know. And do you know anything about the strange happenings at the White Residence, madam? One hears tales, yes, I remember one particular, the Searching Soul it's called. Brr. Souls now? Yes, the story tells of a most petrifying spirit that wanders the corridors of that stately old house. Night after night, it stalks its prey, striking terror in the hearts of any visitors unfortunate enough to encounter it. Well, the Searching Soul is certainly a blood-curdling tale, madam. Poor Liza. She's always had a rather quiet young girl, but ever since her mother and father passed away, she seems rather in the doldrums. I do hope you'll help her. I'm quite sure if anyone can solve the mystery, it's you, darling. Thank you for your confidence in my abilities, madam. Yes, thank you! We will now go solve the mysteries. Well, I think we know all 6 of the White House horror stories now, don't we? Yes, the ghost in the garden, the wraith at the window, the possessed puppet, the sealed cellar, the morbid mirror, and the searching soul. Now, let's return to the house and determine whether there's any truth in these suspiciously alliterative tales. Okay, let's go back to the house, I guess. Whee! Well, first things first. We need to find out where the cellar is. Good evening again, ladies. Is one to understand that you now have apprised the details of the 6 White House horrors? Yes, we found out about all 6. Now we'd like to investigate them. We would need access to the house to do that, of course. Will that be alright? Leave? No stone unturned, ma'am. It is Miss White's sincerest hope that you are able to explain these happenings. Fabien, let's tackle these tales one by one and see if we can explain what's been going on. You seem suddenly more upbeat, Emiliana. I think it's highly likely that these ghosts are nothing more than people's eyes playing tricks on them. I'm sure that once we investigate these supernatural phenomena, will turn out to be simple illusions. On the other hand, we might prove that they're real. No! Okay, Miss Layton, I think it's time you stopped teasing Miss Perfetti and we started our investigations, don't you? Yes, you're right. Let's begin with the tale we heard, shall we? The ghost in the garden. Wooster said he saw a number of ghosts in the grounds of the house, didn't he? I wonder where in the garden they would have been. That's a good question. What the hell? Did you just see that eerie light flowing up in the sky? Yes, perhaps it was the ghosts. I see you found evidence. What? It's not Waster, Emiliana, it's Wooster. Quit screwing with her, Katrielle. It's funny, but please stop. You have appeared out of nowhere, so I thought... Despicable of me to have started you in that way, ma'am. I beg your pardon. It was exactly like this, the ghost gathering by night. Alright. Puzzle solve! Posing poltergeists. Alright, let's see how it goes. A big group of ghosts has appeared. They will run away if they are hit by a flashlight that's the same color as them. The flash can only reach ghosts in the front row, but the ghosts behind come forward to fill in the gap. Each color has the limited other uses. Ah. Well. That's... Oh, I screwed this up. Okay. Alright, I clearly need to save these. And now I'm out. Okay. I screwed this up as I did. I need to get rid of all the ghosts. Well, it gives me 3 of this one, so I'm assuming this one is some of the more important one. Clear those out. Let's clear those out. That still leaves 1. Crap. Oh, there we go. That's it. Clear out! Okay, that was easy.
Puzzles are made for solving.
We did it! Okay, problem solved. Yeah, the ghosts have disappeared and pieces restored. It's a little bit quiet without those little fellas around, though. Oh, it's a sad ending. Alright. A most meritorious performance, ma'am. Now, if you'll excuse me. What on earth did he just show up for like that? What's that on the floor over there? Ernest, pick it up, will you? Yes, miss. Are you sure it's not dangerous or cursed? It's a balloon, I think. So it is, a deflated balloon. Do you think the ghost we saw before could have been... Certainly on a dark night, balloons bobbing around in the air could look rather ghostly. Are you suggesting the ghost in the garden where it's nothing more than a bunch of balloons? I feel this mystery's starting to unravel. Let's see what we can find out about this wraith at the window next. There's so many windows visible from here, I wonder which one the ghostly figure appeared at. Alright, that's our first piece. Okay. First piece of the puzzle solved. Put it in place so it actually does the thing. It's said that the ghosts gathered the gardens in the White residence. Wooster, the butler, saw a terrifying sight one night and even heard them talking? Alright, let's continue then. That balloon we found near where you Rooster say saw ghosts could be significant, couldn't it? It's possible the ghosts were in fact simply a bunch of balloons. Alright, well, there's not much else I can do here. Except talk to this guy. This guy said he saw the Wraith in the window, so let's talk to him. According to my notes, Inspector Hastings hasn't got much of a stomach for these kinds of scary cases. Well, that doesn't help at all. Gosh, it's rather terrifying. I mean, no, terrific. Yes, a terrifically gothic mansion. It couldn't hurt to look more at a haunted house if it had a theme park, couldn't it? Okay, there's a hint going there. Even with the lights on inside, this house gives me the creeps. That's fair. I almost have as though I've seen this exact house in a horror film before. With all the ivy growing up the walls, it's almost as if the house is saying, keep out. That window up there. Possibly. Oh, now that's creepy. Did you see that, Emiliana? A ghostly figure just appeared. There's no reason to sound quite so happy about Katrielle. Well, it's not every day you see ghosts, is it? We're very lucky. I'd rather win the lottery, personally. Good evening, ma'am. Another sighting, I believe? Wooster! Oh, you startled me again. The apparition just observed is none other than the aptly named Wraith of the Window. The form and silhouette, at least, is quite removed from that of an ordinary mortal. Indeed, as is in this puzzle. Okay, we're solving another puzzle. Silly silhouettes. There's a silhouette of something behind the curtain. It's made up of 3 statues, but which ones? Look at the 5 statues in the sector. Which are the ones hiding behind the curtain? The statues cannot be taken apart. Must be used in their entirety. None of them have anything extra on the rear side. Huh. Well, this one definitely. Okay. What's one? Which ones are behind the curtain? Whoa. Which three are the ones hiding behind the curtain? Oh, that's one for sure. Well, they can't be flipped upside down, right? So it can't be one of these on the bottom. think?
I'll have the answer shortly. No, that can't be right.
Okay, that didn't work. View hints. I have a couple of hint coins, so why not? So is made up of shining a light on 3 statues lined up. Be sure not to muddle with the position of the arms on the left and right side. It's a silhouette, so the pattern on the statues is not important. If the position of the arms isn't working, why not try changing which way the statue is facing? Ah! Try again. Oh, no. Try again! There we go. I need to solve this puzzle to move forward, so we gotta do it. Alright, I lost my picarots. It doesn't matter. I can spin them. I forgot I could spin them.
This analysis would be simplicity itself. Puzzles are
There it
really
is.
simple when you know the proper methods.
Okay. We did it! You did. The silhouette was a combination of statues A, C, and D lined up as one. A needed to be turned over so the left and right switched over, and D needs to be both turned around and flipped over. Okay, that works. Okay, it's a silhouette. You solved 28 puzzles. You're on a D-core docket. Any puzzle can be solved with the application of logic. A stirring performance, Miss Perfetti. Most exceptional. Now, if you'll excuse me. Why does he keep appearing and then disappearing again like that? Isn't that Look at that, Emiliana. You wouldn't expect something like this to be hidden in the bushes, would you? A projector? Yes, any image projector one here will look enormous on the wall. So the wraith of the window is just a piece of cinematic trickery? Well, first the so-called ghost of the guardian, now the wraith of the window. Both of them were set up by someone. Which means the remaining 4 tales of supernatural phenomenon may well turn out to be fake too. Yes, which one came next? It was a possessed puppet, wasn't it? Let's head to the living room and carry out our investigations there. Alright. Another piece of the puzzle. Okay. Wraith of the window. Alright, let's see what the information is. DC Booker observed this supernatural phenomenon himself. A huge shadowy figure at the white residence window that then suddenly vanished. Okay. That's interesting. A projector in the shrubbery is a juvenile trick at best. What a glorious grand balcony. It looks like something from a play. Alright, well, let's move inside and continue the investigation in there. That's just a mean trick. Are any of these actually real, or is it just somebody screwing with the family? Or the residents of the house. You're back inside then, miss. So, on to our investigating the next of the 6 mysterious happenings. This is where that possessed puppet is supposed to have been, isn't it? Yes, the one that moved all its own according to the and then calculated loudly. And it's in here that somewhere as we speak, probably. Do you know I can actually feel someone's eyes boring into me? The butler. Good evening again. I trust your investigations are progressing favorably. Ah! Gosh, I say, you did really rather startle me, Wooster. You have a habit of appearing when we least expect you, Wooster. Indeed, ma'am. I endeavor to be present at all times, yes, never conspicuously so. It is a butler's duty. Okay, that's fair. It strikes me that the butlers are not unlike ghosts, appearing out of nowhere and disappearing again into thin air. Careful, miss, he might hear you. I wish you luck with your investigation, ma'am. Goodbye! Alright then, let's see what we can find out about this possessed puppet. Which is it? Where is it, though? Well, there's only one puppet, so it's gotta be this. That's creepy. It moved. The puppet here moved even though I didn't lay a paw on it. It's alive! Isn't it sweet? What a lovely face. Boo! Have a care, sir. Alright, I was expecting it that time. He's losing his edge. I remembered Miss White as a young child doting on the very puppet when it was still ordinary. It would play with it. She would play with it rather than like these finger puppets, in fact. Finger puppets? Interesting. Another puzzle! Another puzzle. Let's see what it is. This is a puppet show with finger puppets on two hands. I couldn't read because I had the cursor in the way. You need to move the finger puppet so that there's a blue one on each thumb and a red one on each little finger. A finger puppet can only be moved to an empty space on another hand, and you will not be allowed to have the same color puppet next to each other on one hand. Okay. That's a red one on... And I solved it.
If you'll entertain my idea here. Thank goodness I got that right.
Okay. That one was a little bit tedious. I will admit that. That one was not fun. Yeah, the finger puppets look pretty pleased too. There's more than one way to solve this one. It's possible to do it in 12 moves, so give it a go. Alright. I see Lady Layton is blessed not only with exceptional puzzle-solving abilities, but also an exceptional puzzle-solving assistant. Thank you, Wooster. I do my utmost to be a worthy member of the Layton Detective Agency. In fact, miss, I think I may have discovered something important. Yes, Ernest? What is it? Look here, there's some sort of device inside this puppet. So there is. You sniffed it out there pretty quickly, Prince Stripes. I was thinking to myself that the puppet's movement looked rather mechanical somehow, you see? Yes, that would explain how the puppet was able to move without anybody touching it. So this is just a wind-up doll? I really don't see what all the fuss is about here. Why are people so scared of these obviously childish pranks? Says the one who was cowering behind a chair until a few moments ago. What is the matter with your dog, Katrielle? Why does she always bark at me like that? Well, yes, well, there were only 3 of the 6 White House horrors left now. Next it was, the sealed cellar, miss. We'll have to find a way down there. The cellar, sir. I have been in service here at the White residence for a considerable number of years, but not once have I heard mention of a cellar, sir. Nor have I seen evidence of one. Didn't think old Terror Eyes would let us down there. Looks like we'll have to sniff out the entrance ourselves. I don't imagine it will be easy to find. After all, it's called the sealed cellar. So this is going to be fun. Come along, let's start looking. Alright, another puzzle piece. Goes here. Pop it in place. There we go. Alright, it was just a mechanical puppet. A story Granny Railton heard from friend of a friend. It said that there's a whole doll at the White House that moves entirely on its own accord and laughs creepily. Okay, doke. Let's keep moving. Alright. Alright, there's... This book's downstairs. Clean as a whistle. Somebody's obviously fastidious about housework. Alright, there's gotta be another way in. Oh! Wooster, is this fireplace not in use? Indeed, ma'am. Miss White tells me that she is most comfortable when there's something of a chill under the air. I see. An unused fireplace. The perfect place for hidden secrets, I'd say. So would I. If I hadn't just voiced it either, stop stealing my thunder. Oh, really? You were thinking the same thing, Emiliana. Naturally, being a residence of some considerable size, there was 3 or 4 rooms that remain unoccupied. 3 or 4, and I don't even have a kennel. The late Miss White once posed the most interesting conundrum about an unopened room, in fact. The unopened room. This is a closed room that no one has ever enters. However, 1 year has passed and it seems that something in the room has changed. What was it? Alright. It's an unopened room, so there's nothing that could be... Well, it's very dusty, I guess.
I've seen how to solve this now.
That's not it.
Good, Katrielle, not good.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Try again? What's inside the room? Hmm. One year has passed.
This should do it, I think.
Oh, that was it.
Puzzles are made for solving.
You did. The thing that just changed was the water jug at the back of the room. 1 year on, and the water inside has evaporated. It begs the question of what could have put the water in the room that no one ever enters in the first place. That's interesting. Okay, the unopened room. Alright, Tom Yum. A most extraordinary puzzle performance. This is somewhat taxing puzzle. Well, every puzzle has a solution, Wooster, just as every mystery has an explanation. Look at the fireplace. A passageway's opened up leading underground. Well, that's interesting. So there is a cellar. Indeed, ma'am. Most surprising. Well, that looks like our way into the sealed cellar. Let's see what's down there. Would a lantern perhaps be of assistance, ma'am? I carry it with me as I am patrolling the grounds at night. Thank you, Wooster. I get the feeling he's the final mystery. He's the guy. He's the guy people think is like a spirit that wanders the halls. He patrols the place at night. It makes sense that he would be the final mystery. Sorry? Go on down there. You mean? Of course, we can't investigate the cellar from here, can we? If you're scared, you can wait here with Wooster. Just the two of you. Let me through. There could be clues down there that a wannabe detective like you would miss. Well, we wouldn't want that, would we? In you go, then. Stop pushing me, Katrielle! Another piece of the puzzle! Slowly but surely, we are filling it in. There can't be much left of this. I imagine there's only 2 mysteries left. One of the 6 Ray house horrors were laid by Yapper the dog. Apparently, there's a sealed cellar in the old residence where ghosts roam. Alright, let's see what happened. Ah, secret room. Yeah, offshoot of the room. Alright. Go! It's a hidden cellar. I'll be damned. Oh. Well, there's the mystery mirror. Brr, this must be the hidden cellar. It's dark and damp and awfully cramped down here, isn't it? It's like we're exploring an ancient ruin or something. What fun. When you put it like that, miss, it does seem rather fun, doesn't it? Puppy love, what's it doing to you, Pinstripes? Still, this is no time for games, is it? We must make a thorough investigation of the cellar. Well, that's the morbid mirror. Definitely. Yeah! The mirror! The reflection! It's hideous! Alright then, we found it. So, it won't be long before. Yes, you're right. Any moment now. There he is. One is advised not to approach the mirror, ma'am. Right on cue. Hello, Wooster. I presume this is the morbid mirror? Indeed, ma'am. The discovery of it has been in the cellar is unexpected. Nevertheless, this is certainly the mirror in question, reflecting, as it does, a singularly unpleasant visage, even as we speak. That is your own face, Wooster. Indeed, ma'am. It is said that the looking glass harbors magical powers. One is reminded of a deeply reflective puzzle. Perhaps you are acquainted with it. Oh, it's a new puzzle. I'm detecting a pattern. Anytime we try to solve one of these, we get a puzzle. Alright. Get your light to shine on the treasure at the bottom of the lake. Beneath the water lie mysterious crystals that reflect light just like mirrors. If you select one of these crystals that's more than doubles in size and can change the direction in which your light travels, they say something happens to the treasure is illuminated. Huh. Oh, I see. Doubles in size. That's not helpful at all. Okay, that's not the right place for it. Alright, that was easy.
This analysis will be simplicity itself.
Of course, I knew I would be able to solve it.
Okay, we did it. What is it? You did it. When the light reached the treasure, it mysteriously floated up to the surface. It looks like it was searching for a new owner. There's more than one way to get the light to reach the treasure. You can do it by making 4 crystals bigger, or 8. Play around with that and see how many ways you can find. Okay, so that's one with multiple solutions as well. Alright. Executed, most keenly, ma'am. If I may venture to remark. Logic is a powerful tool indeed. It couldn't have been simpler. Now, if you would be so kind enough to excuse me, I have a prior matter to attend to. Bye, Wooster. Butlering is a busy profession, I see. Never mind that. Look at this. There's a void behind the mirror. Oh. That's just the head. Ah, a severed head. It's a doll head. Save your vocal cords, Emiliana. It's just a mannequin's head. Okay. That's what I said, but okay. I guess we're on the same page then. Yes, the head's position so that appears to be an image of the center of the mirror. Oh yes, it is, and in fact, this isn't a mirror at all. It's made of some special reflective glass. You can actually see through it. There's even a lamp behind the mannequin's head to illuminate it. Look. Which gives the illusion of a severed head reflected in a mirror. Allura, the mystery of the morbid mirror is solved. Gosh, that only leaves one of the White House horror stories remaining. We're murdering this investigation. Yes, it seems that rather than working separately, joining forces have really paid off. If you think so, I don't. Oh? What I need for successful investigation is information, not collaboration. The only person I can rely on is myself. Other people are a distraction. Well, that's harsh! Yeah. Thanks for the pep talk, Emiliana. Talk about thinking you're top dog. Anyway, enough of this. Clearly the morbid mirror is just another trick. Somebody around here is setting up this so-called supernatural phenomenon. Is everything alright, Miss Layton? I just had a strong sense that somebody's watching us. The last of the 6 horrors? You mean the searching soul? I couldn't say, but I think it would be a good idea to return to the living room. Alright, another piece. It's a head! Boo! Alright, well, that's the puzzle. Madame Deblay's maid heard tell of a nightmarish horror in the cellar of the White residence that turns people's reflection into a hideous image. Okay. Well, I think I know the solution to that puzzle now. Ah, what a silly little trick. There's nothing remotely frightening about this. It's when you're not expecting it that scares you, isn't it? Ah, what a silly little... Okay, I can turn it on and off. That's kind of cool. So it's just a head. It's not scary. These are just... what is this? Some kind of funhouse? I was expecting actual ghosts, and then it just wound up being a bunch of goofy puzzles. And it just wound up being it just wound up being a hoax for most of them. That's strange, no Wooster, but he was just in here, wasn't he? Look! It's a ghost! What? Woo! Woo! Where did it go? It just vanished. No, it went down the corridor over there. Oh, listen, I can hear footsteps. It's someone climbing up the stairs, or something. Come along, everyone. After it. That's not freaky at all. Although, I'm pretty sure it's just a dude in a costume. Actually, it's probably Wooster. If I had to guess, it's probably Wooster. Are you alright, Liza? Goodness me, whatever is the matter? You all look as white as sheets. Where's the ghost? We were hot on its heels. It doesn't appear to be in here, though. It must have vanished. You didn't see anything then, Liza? Oh, a hit coin. Alright, just hiding in the duvets. Hiding in the bed sheet. Well, in the pillow. Oh dear, you haven't been plagued by a terrifying ghost, have you? Well, we saw a ghostly white figure, certainly. Oh my goodness, the house really is cursed. You didn't see anything yourself, Liza? No, nothing. I've just been in here this room, though. Well, this is where the ghost was heading, and there are no other rooms it could have disappeared into. Are you trying to suggest, Katrielle, that it passed through a solid wall? Well, ghosts are ephemeral things. It could have simply disappeared. Just like they appear out of nowhere sometimes, too. Liza, do you have any idea why ghosts might be appearing in your home? No, no idea whatsoever. Although I feel like I do understand how a ghost must feel sometimes. Whatever do you mean by that? All alone in the dark. The poor ghosts must be very lonely, I imagine. I think they wander around looking for company, really. Just like in this puzzle. Okay. Puzzle time! Puzzle 66. A black and white conundrum. Alright. The black ghosts traveling around the light paths and the white ghosts traveling along the black paths. They've been split up from their friends in the black and white maze. Okay, it's a maze puzzle. I like maze puzzles. Use the 5 panels to connect the maze paths so that the white ghosts are reunited with each other and the black ghosts are reunited with each other. Okay, I can do that. Huh, bitty bee boo boo bee. That is the wrong one. That's not right either. Okay, that works there. Okay, that's gotta be it. That's it.
This should do it, I think.
Yeah, that was it. That was an easy puzzle. Thank you for giving me an easy puzzle game. Alright, you did it. Now the black and white maze is all joined up again, and the parts of ghosts have been reunited. Frightfully good of you. I got another docket. People are so scared of ghosts, aren't they? But even ghosts can have friends. Unlike me, all alone in this ridiculously large house. Liza. I suppose the ghost we just saw was the so-called searching soul. Yes, and I didn't see any sign of trickery this time, unlike the other 5 apparently supernatural phenomena. So perhaps, golly, it was a real ghost. It could be a real ghost. We've established at this point that there aren't anything supernatural going on in this house. Of course it wasn't. It must have been a trick of some kind. A searching soul roaming around looking for company. Final piece? Okay! Final piece! Searching soul! Alright. I'm solving it! Case complete! Alright. The peculiar White House horror of which Madame de Blay is her, which tells of a wandering soul that roams the corridors of the White Residence. Solve it! Now I've uncovered the truth. This mystery is history. Interesting. I've just completed my own profiling assessment and reached a conclusion too. Well then, it looks like it's time to reveal the truth about the White House horrors and the ghosts that roam its corridors. If it seems we both arrived at the truth at the same time, how disappointing. Let's go and tell Liza, shall we? It isn't a ghost. Liza, we managed to ascertain the truth about all the strange happenings here. You have? Goodness, that's a surprise, I must say. Nobody else managed to. I was expecting you to be a little happier at the news. Oh no, I am happy. Please, do tell me everything you've learned. It turns out that the ghosts here weren't haunting the house after all. What they've been haunting is your heart.
I've deduced the identity of your ghost. It's Miss Seeker. First name, Attention.
Who?
No, that's not right. Let me rephrase. Not Miss Attention Seeker, but Queen Attention Seeker the 13th. Liza, you used your wonderful craft skills to make ghosts yourself, didn't you? You deliberately engineered all this fuss, setting the people who came to investigate an impossible puzzle to solve. Liza, you've been lonely, haven't you?
Huh. Alright, well, so she just created a bunch of mysteries.
I'm so sorry. I just needed company. I needed someone to talk to.
That's fair.
Anyone. I just couldn't bear it any longer.
Well, you can always call on me, Liza. I'll be happy to chat with you anytime you like.
You realize Liza hasn't been over for a chinwag, even once. You think she's dressing up as ghosts again?
No pause for alarm, Shirl. Liza has plenty of new friends now. Ghost hunters have flocked to the house. She's even set up a club for people interested in that sort of thing.
Cool!
It's called the Supernaturalists.
Okay. The name could be a little bit better, but...
It is.
Perhaps they'd be interested in a supernatural talking dog, huh?
Hey, I'd wear clothes if I could. Anyway, I'm pleased for Liza.
As am I!
At least she doesn't have to be a lone wolf anymore.
Yep, that's a lot better.
Yes, although she may be overcompensating. They seem to have ghost parties at the house every single day now. She sent this photograph. Look.
Huh, what is it?
Say.
Shocking.
Oh. She was a ghost of her true potential for so long. Just waiting in that big lonely house for somebody to notice her, to be her friend. Now she has dozens of friends, and she can finally start enjoying her life. Okay, so that's all she that was the whole point of the mystery. She just wanted a friend. Alright! Well, I think I am going to leave this episode here. So, we solved a ghost mystery that wasn't actually a ghost mystery. As it turns out, the person behind them just wanted a friend. And I can understand that. Being cooped up in a house for so long, without nobody but your butler for company, I can imagine that would cause somebody to go a little bit nuts. I myself have been stuck inside the house for a couple of months now, and I kind of going a little batty because we've been stuck inside. Nobody's been able to go outside because of the coronavirus, so everybody is going a little bit nuts. They're going a little bit stir crazy. All right, but in any case, I think I am going to leave this episode here. We solved the mystery. We solved the mystery of whatever it was. If I save? Yeah, this is it. I can overwrite the save data because it's my save data. It's fine. Okay. All right, and now we're back at the office, and we've got a whole bunch of puzzles that have opened up in the side modes. All right, well that's one of the one of the 4 mysteries that we have left to solve. There's 3 more of these. Yeah, we solved the mystery of the ghost house. So that's actually pretty impressive. There's a couple of other mysteries we can solve still, but I'm going to leave them for next time. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. And also check out my Patreon in the description below as well. It's only a couple bucks a month. It really helps me out, and you guys get access to a bunch of cool perks that I'm my way of saying thanks. So be sure to check those out in the description below as well. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!